Yes, Hari. Can you start? So electrolysis of aqueous solution. We'll take some more examples. So you get more practice if an electrolyte is given and they ask you to write the products obtained or cathodic half equation or anodic half equation. Then the basics you need to stick is that if it is an aqueous solution, of course the positive and negative ions are coming from the salt as well, but from the water as well always. Okay, so it is potassium nitrate aqueous. It means potassium ions and nitrate ions. If it is hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion from the water. If it is potassium chloride, potassium ion and chloride ion. If it is potassium sulfate, potassium ion and sulfate ion. So salt has its ion, but water also has hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. Now, if there are two cations and two anions, of course in aqueous solutions, you will find out that selective rules, the rules from the electrochemical series, hydrogen ion is much below potassium ion. So hydrogen ion will always find its exit. That is why hydrogen is getting discharged, although both ions move to the cathode. But hydrogen ions are accepting the electron with utmost ease. They have a huge ease of discharge as compared to the potassium at the top. So they are accepting electron and coming out in the form of what? Hydrogen gas. Always you know that cathode is linked with a negative terminal and it is bubbling with what? Electron. So a cation will accept electron there and turn into the original form. So hydrogen ions are going off in the form of hydrogen gas. And hydroxyl ion on the other hand, they are having a competition with a nitrate ion. And nitrate ion is at the top of the series and nitrate ion never discharges, has no discharge mechanism. So hydroxyl ion wins the competition and it goes off in the form of hydrogen. Hydroxyl ion goes off in the form of what? Oxygen gas. So oxygen is the product here, a gas that relights the glowing splint, colorless gas. And hydrogen, the gas that burns with a pop sound. You insert a burning splint, burning, the word burning in hydrogen, it goes off with a pop sound. You have a glowing splint, difficulty to glow, burn, relight. You put into the oxygen cylinder, you will always find out it relights. So if it is magnesium chloride aqueous, of course magnesium ions are there and chloride ions are there, and hydrogen ion and hydroxyl as usual from the water. Remember the word aqueous when it is written, it's not mentioned dilute, then we take it as concentrated. We take it as concentrated because it's not mentioned. They should mention it is dilute, so we can go for the concentration effect. Remember, magnesium ion and hydrogen ion, when they are competing, again magnesium is above and hydrogen is much below. So positional effect is basically the dominating factor here. Hydrogen gas discharges as hydrogen ions are accepting the electron with ease. So magnesium ions are staying back. If you need magnesium metal, you have to carry out magnesium chloride's molten electrolysis. So magnesium ions are not competing with hydrogen because there is a huge difference. So concentration effect cannot take over. And as usual between chloride ion and hydroxyl ion, since chloride ion's concentration is higher, I said take aqueous as concentrated even if it is not mentioned. Then you will find out chloride ions are discharging because of the concentration effect. Chloride ions are deprived of electrons there and turns to chlorine gas. You write this equation this way or that way, same thing, loss of electron is taking place at anode and gain of electron at the cathode. Then look at the sodium sulfate aqueous if it is mentioned. It can be magnesium sulfate, sodium sulfate, potassium sulfate, whatever it is. You know that there is a metal ion 1 plus and sulfate ion 2 minus. 1 plus, it is group 1. Sulfate fixed 2 minus. H positive ion and OH negative ions. Again straight away we can see hydrogen is getting discharged, hydrogen ion, and hydroxyl ion because sulfate will never discharge as it is at the top of the series, has no discharge mechanism. Straight away hydrogen is accepting electron, turning to hydrogen gas. Hydroxyl ions are releasing electron at the anode. So this kind of electrolysis, since the product are only hydrogen and oxygen, can be called as electrolysis of water. And we have this special example, copper sulfate. Copper sulfate aqueous. Copper sulfate aqueous. using inert electrodes. Industry is not going to carry out the electrolysis of copper sulfate using inert electrodes because you will find out they need to refine the impure copper. But just for a practice in the exam, if they ask copper sulfate aqueous inert electrodes, electrodes are not participating. In all these electrolysis, electrodes are simply the places where the reactions are taking place, they are not participating. Because when they are participating, either it is the case of refining or electroplating. We will see that later. Same here, inert electrodes like all these, we have copper sulfate, so copper ions and sulfate ions from salt, hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion from the water. So you find out, here you will find out, since copper ions are below hydrogen, so their ease of discharge is more. So again, the positional effect will dominate, just like the hydrogen wins in all these cases because of positional effect. Here copper ions are below, so these copper ions will accept the electron to turn into copper metal, and in this case you will find out your cathode is being coated with reddish pink pure copper. And since copper ions are going off from the solution, you know this famous thing, copper ions are blue color, and solution is losing these copper ions, so blue color should fade. So that can be one common observation. At anode again, the norm is sulfate ions are competing with hydroxyl ion. Sulfate ions will not discharge at all, although they will move to the anode, but they will not discharge because no discharge mechanism, their ease of discharge is minimum. Hydroxyl ion is below, so hydroxyl ion will discharge, the one which is lower in the reactivity series. So hydroxyl ion will discharge in the form of oxygen gas. The product here are what? When he asks you what are the products, don't mention about the ions which are migrating toward that, like copper ion is the product, or hydroxyl. No, product is what is being produced there. Copper is produced here and oxygen is produced here. It has to stay behind. So electrolysis of aqueous solutions basically involve cations and anions from water as well as from salt. And discharge mechanism depends on basically their position in the reactivity series. Lower they are, more ease of discharge. But especially in the case of anions, concentration effect may play a role and positional effect may be cancelled out, as we have seen in plenty of cases that if it is concentrated, chloride ion will discharge, although the positional effect of hydroxyl ion was saying that it has more ease of discharge, but chloride ions got discharge slip. Electrolysis of aqueous solution will take some more examples.